best. First up, we have Lifeless Reject getting... Wait! Oh man, gotta have a little more respect for yourself. Wear a long-range bounce pass.
We are near... Well, you're right, DA. It'll be scary. Thanks. Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Washington Wizards. And then on Sunday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Detroit Pistons.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Joe Ingles is out there with Gallinari. Then it's Chris Paul. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Robinson in at the shooting guard. And for Chicago, we've got Antetokounmpo. Karis LeVert is out there with Holiday. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Holmes in at the 5 down low. And here are the Bulls now, following the score by New York. And now running up the court, Ingles pushing it up. Robinson for 3. It's all in by the Bulls.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Rarely frazzled. They play with a pretty even temperature, in my opinion, throughout this entire game.
And the rejection by Holmes. Pass to LeVert. The finish. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
Passes it to Love. He kicks to Ingles. Well, Steve, we're just halfway through the season. What stands out to you so far in what you've seen?
Well, I think for me is those teams that are underdogs, they're overachieving. And some of those teams that we had out in front, we start to nitpick what's wrong with those guys. I think the halfway point is for teams both underachieving, overachieving to start to really kick in. And some of those teams do and some don't.
And his teammates call him old man, say he looks like a 40-year-old farmer, but Joe Ingles, Smitty, much more than meets the eye.
You know what, Kevin? He's a star in his role. He's gotten better and better. He's a guy who can impact winning on a nightly basis.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Robinson kicks to Paul. Kept alive. Love. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
A nice shot by LeVert.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Here's Paul after the Bulls pick up 2. Over Holiday. That one off the back iron and out. The Bulls leading by 4. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Outside, Antetokounmpo goes up at the stripe, and that one is good. Giannis has got 6 points.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Paul. New York, no good that time either.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Antetokounmpo, no good. Knicks trail by 6. Shoots from the elbow. And too long on the shot.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Poke loose. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. It's Robinson high post. Back to Paul. 15 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Holmes with the steal. Floats it up for Giannis.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
And so it's the home team holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. great friendship between Melo, LeBron, Dwayne Wade.
It's been a sort of long.
And you see that a lot nowadays. Star players developing friendships and GA spending time with each other off the floor.
Yeah, some people hate it because they want that bad blood you used to see, but no reason you have to hate someone to really compete against them.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
Here are the five New York has to start here in the second. They've got Gallinari. Chris Paul is out there with Robinson. Then it's Joe Ingles, and it's Love in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Holiday, knocks it loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. And it seems like we've seen more and more of these guys in recent years. Big men who can shoot the three. Over the last month, these have been the best of them. Gallinari is second, fourth, Serge Ibaka.
And, you know, there was a time in the league when you wouldn't see a group of big guys like this, but the game has evolved. Versatility now is why we see so many bigs that can just flat out shoot it from anywhere.
To have big men like these who can give you points from inside and outside gives teams an added dimension that teams love to have.
Here's Holmes.
Great positioning to contest that shot. Love's a better defender than he gets credit for.
Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Antetokounmpo against Ingles. Now here's Paul. He's guarded closely. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
You have to marvel at Chris Paul's ball handling. He keeps that one on a string.
Well, last season, Kevin Love suffering the toe injury in the very first exhibition game. He'd be ready to carry the load, but surgery and a long rehab set him back.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Ibaka. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And after playing as the second, or even Greg, the third option behind LeBron James, Kevin Love embracing a bigger role.
Give him a lot of credit. He sacrificed stats to help Cleveland win a title. Intriguing to see what he can accomplish when he's set loose.
Now Ingles trying to claw his way back after a terrible showing in that loss to Charlotte. Paul against Holiday. The shot by Paul, no good.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
And Giannis throws it down.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
Right side Robinson. And the call will be against Karis LeVert. That is his first foul of the game. Kicks it out to Love. Pass to Ingles. New York needs to get off a shot.
Just doesn't seem to have it here in the second quarter.
No good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Giannis passes to LeVert. Here's Holmes. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. Holmes got the lead up to 10 now for the Bulls. And here is Paul. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Excellent D there from Holiday.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Gallinari left side. And they get it. And the rejection by Holmes. Floats it up for Giannis. Stolen by Robinson. Here's Ingles. Softly drops in the floater.
Good finish in transition by Joe Ingles. And on the other side, you have to make sure you get back and defend.
Goes back up. And so it's the home team. Go. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, it was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 10 points, 6... And that's...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
LeVert out there with Holiday. Then it's Ibaka. Then there's Rashawn Holmes. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the 3-set. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Chalk up 2 there. And the Bulls lead by 12. Well, Steve, it doesn't matter how they do it, but there are some players, as you know, that can get into another player's head. I guess like a Dennis Rodman, but there are a lot of them now that play and use that tactic.
Yeah, Draymond Green, Kevin, Patrick Beverly, Chris Paul, I think is one of those guys. PJ Tucker, he doesn't really talk, but he has a lot of antics. There's a lot of guys that like to get in your head. Also, Joel Embiid is one. He does it extremely well.
And what a year last season for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He was terrific across, Greg, all stat categories.
And he was rightfully in the MVP conversation very early on. He's still very young, and I see multiple MVP seasons in his future.
LeVert against Robinson. To the right side. And here's Love for 3. Again, Love missing.
Ugh, ugly start. The second half, they've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Impressive. You like the aggressive mindset. Holiday's not just floating on the perimeter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Ingles with the ball. Love trying to break loose. Rebounded by Holmes.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Knicks. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. Will it go? Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Chris Paul did a nice job of using angles on that play. Got himself to the free throw line.
Well, we're now on the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. Perhaps no longer the undisputed best point guard in the game, but still a top talent.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team would be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking aren't going away anytime soon. And even though he's never been an overly athletic player, that aspect of his game still is strong as ever.
Robinson for 3. He doesn't hit that one. And the Bulls going the other way now.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Paul looking over the floor. Dishes it to Gallinari. And the rejection by Giannis. Outside Holiday. To the wing on the left. Here's Ibaka. Good, nice job down low. And the Bulls lead by 21.
Something that's really evolved for Ibaka, the ability to absorb contact while maintaining control.
Paul passes to Robinson. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. That's 7 points for Robinson.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
And And Holiday kicks to Levert. Back to Holiday. Lets it fly. The offensive rebound. Over Gallinari. Shots good by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 6.
Very solid, both ends of the floor. That time, Ibaka efficient inside.
And Paul launches it from deep. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the home team controlling the... And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The Bulls leading by 20. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Gallinari is out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Ingles in at the 3. Ibaka the pass to Giannis. Baseline try. Love grabs the board. Love's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Gallinari kicks to Paul. Back to Gallinari. And for a team's schedule that includes 4 games and 5 nights, sports writers have introduced the term schedule losses due to fatigue. I just don't think that's very good, but it's the reality right now.
Yeah, it is. And sometimes, Kevin, you know these games, you travel a lot. Your legs are just done, and that's when you have to rely on a total team, play more guys. But it happens. You can't get out of this quicksand. You're going to have those type of losses. Trying to finish out the game strong, you have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball. Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Levert the pass to Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
You know he's going to take a lot of shots out there. He's their #1 option right now.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Ball against Holiday. Releases. Rebound by the Bulls. Holmes got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Ingles against Antetokounmpo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Gallinari.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the last few seasons with Giannis is incredible. I mean, he just keeps adding to an already superstar-level game. And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Effort's been there, check mark. The physicality, check mark. They set the tone for this game early on.
Holmes. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got assist number 5 here tonight. And you know, Greg, this last season, Giannis improving on his rebounding and his passing.
Career highs for him in both of those areas. If he ever adds a deep shot, I'm not sure how you guard him at that point.
Holiday against Paul. Here's Ibaka, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bulls.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
Trying to get something going. Rebound by the Bulls.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
40 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far. Paul outside. The pass to Gallinari. over Ibaka, and the rejection by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
LeVert against Robinson. Now here's LeVert. So the Bulls win it. They won this game going. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
Who is that, man? Put your name and your ankles on a hashtag.